Welcome back to another episode of House of Aquarius podcast. It is your favorite Aquarius here. Make a wish, back to bring you another one. So I apologize for not quite finishing this up as fast as I want to get it done, but things got a little pushed off to the side, doing so many things. Like one thing here, I was working more on my store, my astrology store, trying to get some more design and products up running for the upcoming back to school sale stuff, So working on a few designs. Like if you like this design, this is not just a shirt design, it's actually for other products too. But I'll put the link down below in case you guys will check that out. But yeah, no, I apologize. This is gonna be top three. The best Earth sign today. This could be a best Earth sign today. I've been meaning to do this for a little bit, but I haven't had a chance to record. Some things changed over the past month, so I wasn't able to record like I really wanted to for this, to do this proper justice. And now, even speaking of justice proper, let me apologize now because this one, I have not thought about this for the past week like I did my last one. So right now, I'm going to give it to you as if like we were sitting in the bar. You roll up with me like, yo, is that boy making rich here drinking apple juice here? Yeah, I'm going to drink my apple juice. You know what I'm saying? You just open the bar like, yo, got this random question. What's the best Earth sign for Aquarius? This is how it's going to be. I'm literally going to sit there and spit to you right now. So as we're working through this, I'm going to be developing myself and have a hopefully sufficient answer towards the end of this, So this is basically be raw and uncut, how we do. So, that being said, let's get into the disclaimer. We're already 2 minutes into it. I apologize. This is just speaking about sun sign only. So, this may or may not help you in regards to being exactly like how you are or how a relationship's going, because this is just sun sign only. I'm not talking about any other influences. Not talking about any other placements in the charts. I'm not talking about any life experiences you had that might have changed you from this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So, generalized speaking, this is going to account for most of the situations in regards to astrology. So, here we go. That out the way. Also, let me just, quick thing. I'll look up here what I'm thinking, or this way what I'm thinking. Someone asked me about that. My phone's here right now. The camera's here. And my notepad is over here. So. Now, let's get this underway. 3 minutes into it, let's go. So, the first thing I like to do about these, I'm trying to make sure I do this consistently in regards to me doing these best of sign situations, is I like to go through and talk about exactly the main key points that each sign needs. In regards to Aquarius right now, the main things that make Aquarius and how these other signs are going to function around it. In regards to the interaction and blah, 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 So, let's go through the keynotes. One of the very first and most important things that an Aquarius needs in any and every relationship, they need to have a certain level of independence. They need a certain level of freedom that really has to be given to them. Otherwise, it makes us a little irate and or feeling trapped. That's one thing that we can never do as Aquarius. We can never feel trapped in our relationships or anything we're doing in life. Relationships, jobs, and actually, that counts almost everything in life. But those two words, relationship and jobs, account for most everything in life. Even in volunteer work, if we ever feel trapped doing what we're doing, it's kind of, we're gonna pull away. We're gonna resist that, and we can't have that, So, going into that. So the first one we'll talk about here, independence. Virgo with the independence. Okay. Virgo giving Oh, first off, earth signs in general, they all have a certain need of foundational grounding. So for the most part, every earth sign likes to be in a situation to where their home foundation is the most important thing, and everything else revolves around that. And that being said, that is definitely a Taurian thing. Taurus is one of the home bodies of the zodiac. They live the consistency in there in regards to that. They say the foundation matters the most. Virgo and Capricorn here, that's where things get a little too iffy. Because again, it's because sun sign only, the Capricorn, yes, that foundation is very important for them in regards to the home balance, but that applies more to the work, career life, more than the home life. And Virgo, being the earth sign with the work ethic of being, while also still maintaining a certain level of flexibility, but being a beautiful sign, they had most leeway there in regards to that foundational aspect. So when it comes to needing that, giving the Aquarius that sense of independence that they need in the relationship, in this situation, the worst one would be Taurus, because Taurus is actually a possessive sign. Well, sorry, they are known for being possessive in regards to the qualities they have and doing things and having things maintain a certain kind of way. Like Taurians lay that foundation first in regards to their home, their career, and they start spreading out from there. Depending on what point of life they are currently in, determines on how open and free they are to doing things. However, the Taurians do have a sense of being very, what's that word? Not sensual. It's escaping me right now. But they're known for being enablers and being able to I'm trying to find this right word. They like to be, they're more giving of their love and trying to be more accommodating to the other person in regards to being in a relationship. Aside from the fact that they're a fixed sign. So there's certain limits in regards to how far out they'll go out, but they're like to be the more passive of regards of being giving of love. Okay, so that's a good thing that does help kind of to that degree. But again, there's definitely lengths of distance can go on that leash. So in regards to independence, Taurians definitely go not too high on that list there. As I said, again, being the possessive style that they currently have. Because possession also leads into jealousy. Capricorn here. One thing about Capricorn is actually one of the most, I was trying to say one of the most, yeah, but let's go with the top three. They're on the top three of being, again, most controlling of signs towards other people in relationships. They tend to be more domineering and more, this is the way you want to do things, you should probably follow my direction. So, in regards to the power of deductive reasoning, Virgo wins that one. Even though, again, Virgo is also a sign who likes to keep things organized, keep things certain kind of way. It's like to stick to the routine and the habit and stuff. But again, it is a mutable sign, so they have that quality to be more open, to being more giving in regards to the Aquarius's need of independence. So in that one, the quick talking up, 3, Virgo wins that one by a landslide. Earth sign jokes. One thing that actually is very necessary in regard to being in a relationship with Aquarius is the other party has to have a certain level of patience or tolerance to deal with being an Aquarius. Aquarius is a sign that likes to do things, and especially do things that aren't actually necessarily what other people would consider normal, or in following the crowd or doing things along the line of what people want to do. So they're going to attempt to do things that help make them feel better in a way that they would do things because of the fact that it's making them happy or going against the grain of doing other stuff. If that all makes sense to you. So in that regards there, like I said, there's a certain level of patience and tolerance that needs to be given to an Aquarius to actually have a much longer lasting, successful relationship with them. With us. Them. I keep saying them. I don't know why. So, in regards to that, first thing dealing with all these earth signs, the number one thing is that tends to be a constant with them is patience. They tend to be the signs to have a certain level of tenacity and consistently going through, working through whatever process you need to do to make things happen the way you want it to happen. And this one here, from the very beginning, this one goes, Taurus leads the way, because they are known for being very persistent. They have that trait of being very plodding and ticking towards going towards the goal they want to get by keep constantly just plowing forward. You want this tree cut down with a spoon? Give it to a Taurus. They'll just keep working until they get those results. However long it takes to get there, that's what Taurus is known for doing. Also, being as a fixed sign, they actually extra emphasizes consistently pushing through the same thing over and over and over, you know? So in regards to patience and tolerance. But that also leads to, this is another just quick little side note, it also leads to much, sometimes more unhappiness in relationship because they're tolerating more things than what they prefer to tolerate. Even though they are stubborn, they can give you the horns when the time's right, you know. In regards to this, Capricorn, patience in Capricorn, tolerance in Capricorn. I got nothing. Unfortunately, I got nothing here that actually says anything that's good in regards to keeping with the tolerance of being with an Aquarius. One thing that is true, though, is Aquarius and Capricorn do have a similar quality of being, at one point in time, they both share the same planet, the planet of Saturn, which keeps things certain level of seriousness and have the same kind of mindset in regards to functionality in regards to getting things done. Back in the days, now the more modern planet of Aquarius is Uranus. It used to be Saturn, like I said, but they still have that same kind of seriousness, that firmness about making things happen a certain kind of way. In regards to patience and tolerance, though, I mean, Capricorn can be very patient and tolerant, especially in a work setting. But this is definitely going to be situation dependent. Virgo. So, one thing about Virgo here is that Virgo has has a tendency to not let things go either, especially when it comes to situations with people that have arisen. So that can be a very good and a very bad thing, depending on how much anxiety it brings to Virgo in the first place. But that's one thing that actually is a good quality in regards to dealing with patience and being tolerant about things. Virgos are the top two signs that are consistently putting other people in front of them, before them, and consistently working towards trying to help people out, even past their own health and well-being, to try and help someone else out. So again, the same situation here as same for the Taurus. You find yourself stuck in relationships a lot longer than they should sensibly be in because of the high tolerance level of being patient towards something, trying to make things better. And again, being a mutable sign, they're more likely to be more tolerant and more patient, and because of that, even though that they're going through what they're going through. So, now right there, that's going to be a shared point. Bing, bing, Taurus and Virgo. Fortune Capricorn at the bottom again. Now, one of the most misunderstood things about being in a relationship with Aquarius is typically the level of romance and love and camaraderie that comes into dealing with being in a relationship with Aquarius. One of the biggest things that people misconstrue in this relationship with an Aquarius is that it's not going to be mostly heavily romantic. It's really going to be basically like two great buddies being in a relationship, having a great time, everything, not necessarily lighthearted, but everything is going to be treated as if best friends and then lovers, and not lovers and then best friends, if you understand what I'm saying. So, everything's going to be lighthearted, everything will be easygoing, needs to be a lot of intellectually stimulating conversation in regards to being Aquarius and wherever level they're at intellectually. You know what I'm saying? It has to be able to be that proper union of communication that needs to be given there. And, but like I said, though, it's going to be more towards being like a friend. Great friends while being great lovers. That's how typically an Aquarius relationship is at some point in time, if not most of the time. So going in that route, let's go down through the lines of the signs in their relationship quality or friendship quality, not quality, but what what we're doing here. So let's keep going that route. Taurus here. Taurus is actually in a very bad note with this one, because Taurus is a very, 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 very touchy-feely, sensual, romanticizing type sign. They like to be touched. Everyone likes to be touched, but this is a sign that desires that physical attention, that physical affection. There we go. That's the word I looked for earlier. Affectionate. They like that physical affection, and they them desiring a lot of affection at times can be a turn off for an Aquarius, because one thing about Aquarius is that I know this definitely applies to me heavily, and what I've been seeing among other Aquariuses seems to be the constant too. So I'm going to assume that it's going to be a consistent thing for most Aquariuses, okay? Whatever you tell us to do, we don't want to do because you told us to do it. Even if you were going to do it anyways, but you sustain us to do it, you don't really want to feel like doing it anymore. That's kind of how things work sometimes with Aquarius. And sometimes for me, it's like every time. Like, I was about to go help this fire, all these burning buildings and kids and baby dolphins and stuff. But now everyone say go do it. I don't really want to feel like go doing it. So that's kind of how it is sometimes. Regardless of how bad it may sound. So in that regards,